As a father, health is always my number one priority, but I didn't always think like this before. There was a stage in my life when I thought I was quite healthy, exercising regularly and watching what I ate, but I still lacked energy and definitely didn't look or feel my best. It was not until a friend shared with me an insightful health and wellness diagram which opened up my eyes to all the extra steps I could actually take in my life to level up my healthy levels up to the highest point in the scale. After all, who doesn't want to feel their best when you're playing with kids or having the most sharp and alert energy levels at work every day? This really simple diagram has really opened up my eyes and helped me so much over the years that I want to share it with you today and also give you my top 3 actions which I took as a result to dramatically improve my health, wellness and body shape and move myself higher up this scale. So the diagram is a very famous illness wellness continuum, which is a simple scale of 0 to 10 and essentially is split into 3 parts. As I go into explaining each bit, have a think about which part of the scale you're currently at. The starting point to understand this scale, because the majority of people in this world are situated here, is the middle part around number 5, called the comfort zone or the false wellness. Now I really love the name false wellness because that is really what it is, a false sense of security or assumption that everything is fine, whereas in fact someone standing at number 5 is in fact bordering on poor health, which is just slightly to the left. This middle part is false wellness because you are only not sick with any disease, which, let's be honest, is not really such a high standard, right? Just because you're not or not yet sick doesn't indicate you're necessarily healthy. So people at this spot have no symptoms, but their nutrition is inconsistent, exercise is sporadic, and health is not a high priority. Does this sound like you or someone you know? I know a lot of people who are indifferent about their health, at least for now, which is a worrying thought. So let's move on to the second part, which is the left side, and this is the deteriorating health side, and is indicated initially by disease developing, and the first stage, which is called poor health, around 2 to 4. Here your body is already defined as starting to lose normal functions, and you're starting to use some medication and have surgery. Then the worst stage is disease, which is defined by premature death. Yikes, right? You are on multiple medications, have a poor quality of life, and your bodily functions are limited now. I really hope you're not at this stage because it's not good at all. So at this point, you must be wondering, well, how do I climb back up the scale or stay near the top, right? Well, I want to introduce the concept of prevention versus cure. Hopefully you would have all heard of this before, but it's super important when considering the wellness continuum. The basic idea behind prevention versus cure is much like the idiom, a stitch in time saves 9. It means that taking steps early to prevent something bad happening will always save you time, energy, and probably also money down the track. And this applies to your health too. Doing small things like making healthier food choices, exercising regularly every day or every second day, or even taking a nutrition supplement consistently are all small things that you can do to save up credits in your health bank account so that later on you can call on them when you need it. Conversely, if you don't take prevention steps now, you'll need to rely on cure, which is the medicine or surgery that you need when something as bad has already happened to your body or health and you're already in a state of need or emergency, aka 0 to 4 on the scale. So if you're currently sitting around 5, which is the majority of people, then the way to move up the scale is to take prevention steps regularly, daily, consistently. And what are these steps? Well, let's take a look. At 6 to 8, under good health, you have regular exercise, good nutrition, which includes both healthy eating and nutrition supplements, because I think that most people aren't getting all the necessary nutrients just from their food, and wellness education, which means you're starting to be aware of what's good for your health, prevention, and what's not, and making smart choices. Things are starting to look good from here. And at the highest level, around 9 to 10, is optimal health. I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure if we could say there is a maximum you can go to, but I guess just get as healthy as you realistically can within your lifestyle. At this stage, you have active participation in wellness lifestyle. So apart from healthy eating, exercise, and nutrition supplements I mentioned earlier, I would say that lifestyle changes such as better sleep quality, reducing stress, whether at work or personal life, improving your environment. So this could be pollution and food quality where you live, absolutely no smoking, and definitely reduced to a minimum the alcohol, are all factors which will inch you closer towards this holy grail of optimal health. Of course, I recognize not all of these changes to lifestyles are ones that you are willing to make, and I haven't done them all too, but at least you're aware of them so that you can gradually adopt them one by one as you age. So how did you go? Where did you fit on this scale? Did you pleasantly surprise yourself or get a big shock? Let me know in the comments below. Wherever you are on this scale is actually not as important as, what is more important is that you have a guideline now for how to move up the scale and the things you need to do to get there. If you were to ask me for my top 3 tips for rapidly moving up the scale, I would say number 1, learning a healthy but balanced and lifestyle eating habit. I always believe that you are what you eat, so your eating habits will have the biggest impact on how quickly you move up and down the scale. After all, we eat 21 times a week, so that's an extremely frequent activity. Number 2, for people who are looking for an easy and low effort way to move up the scale, then taking a nutrition supplement is probably one of the most direct ways I can think of. Scientists nowadays have basically helped us to bundle high quality nutrients into a convenient powdered form, which we can conveniently and easily eat every day, so there's really no excuse. Just remember to choose a high quality and effective supplement that works, because there's too many choices out there. Number 3, finally, the only thing we need to do more than eat is sleep. Sleep is too underrated. We do this every day without fail, and for 1/3 of our day, what could be more important? It's also free, and it has the best repair and recuperation effects on our body. So why aren't we getting more of this awesome and free angel water? I know, it's because there's so much happening in our lives and we need to catch up on Netflix. I'm guilty of this too. But again, if you want to know the fastest way up the scale, sleep more. So if you're interested to learn more about my healthy eating and nutrition supplement tips in detail, which as I mentioned earlier was a secret to my success in rapidly moving up the wellness spectrum, leading me to cut my big dad belly and returning my body to 25-year-old energy levels and health, and cutting my high cholesterol without having to starve myself with restrictive diets or use a lot of time each day or do crazy amount of exercise, I'm doing a free masterclass this week which explains my whole journey in detail. You can access it at bit.ly/stayyoung at YouTube. I'll put that in the link in the description so it's easy to click. As I always say, I believe that being a parent really doesn't mean that we can't prioritize our health, our fitness and our looks. Indeed, our main priority in life should be to let our kids see the best version of us, because in the end, it all starts with us. I hope you found this video helpful. Give the free tips a try, and I'll see you in the next video.